If you're a professional woman, you already know that women and men are playing two very different games when it comes to delivering feedback or criticism or giving suggestions at work. If you're a woman, you know exactly what I mean. But you can deliver feedback or criticism or give suggestions and know before walking away whether or not you did it right. How do we do that? I'm going to give you 3 specific tactics that you can use to deliver criticism in a way that people will use 2 very specific words with you when you're done. I'm going to tell you what those words are when we are finished, but let's see if you can figure it out before we get to the end. All right, let's get started. So picture this. Let's say that it's your boss we're talking about here. They deliver a mock presentation representative of the one that they will deliver tomorrow to some clients. And they ask you, so what did you think? The first person that I'll be tailoring this response to is going to be someone that you might have recognized as a narcissist, or maybe an egomaniac, or I think Enneagram types 3 or 8. That's the type that would most be receptive to this type of delivery. If you have not yet learned about the Enneagram, I'll put a link in the description below so that you can do that. Tactic number 1. This is called the, it's not you, it's me. Here's how it sounds. Number 1, talk about them. Highlight a strength of theirs. Tell them what you can see as a natural talent of theirs. It might sound something like this. Well, I can see that public speaking is something that comes very naturally to you. Step number 2 is, I'm going to tell them what it is that I see missing. I'm going to call that out like this. However, I did not at the end see a clear connection to the beginning or a clear call for action. And now that I've ripped that Band-Aid off, I'm going to step number 3, which is going to tell them what to do while making that about me. It sounds something like this. If there are people in the audience who think the way I do, chances are they're going to miss it as I did. So if that final closing line tied in with the opening line and created that arc that we talked about in training, that would then compel people to follow the call for action that naturally comes after that, and you would be flooded with the signups that you deserve for delivering a speech that I know will knock them dead. In that example, I made the praise about them and the criticism about the speech or the things that I thought should be added or changed. Okay? If you have not yet subscribed to this channel to learn more things that will help you deliver messages more effectively and more lovingly, make sure to subscribe to this channel because that helps these videos keep coming, and I would really appreciate that. Now let's go to tactic number 2. This is the label and upgrade formula. This is going to be best for those who are analytical thinkers, those who are more introverted and find public speaking more difficult. Think Enneagram numbers 1 or 5, okay? What you want to focus on in this type of delivery is labels, labels, labels. You want to give a label and what that means. Define things and make it crystal clear that we're talking about facts, not them. It sounds something like this. I had the chance to see your presentation today, and I think you are fantastic. It's obvious why people think of you as the authority on this subject. I took a couple of notes because there are some things that I believe you would find beneficial. Like one of the things I wanted to let you know, your choice in sequence when you did the arc, how you went from problem, myth, truth, shift to result, master choice. The closer, as you know, is the best way to lead somebody logically from beginning through the arc all the way to the call to action. If you tightened that up so that there was more of an obvious connection with the opening of your story to the closing, that then would lead me more logically into the call to action so that you could get more signups and make the money that you deserve. I might speak a little bit more slowly. I'm not going to use such a melodic tone, and I'm going to focus on facts and definitions and labels because that helps them understand what I'm saying and implement it. Now, what should people say when I'm done delivering feedback like that? If I did it right, I'll probably get a, remember, when you need this the most, you're going to be most likely to forget it and not find the right words, unless you train this into your nervous system the right way. You can do that by downloading the free playbook that goes along with this lesson. It's the very first link in the description. If you download that now, you will be all set. Now let's go to tactic number 3. Recognize, incentivize, and optimize. This is going to be perfect for people who you can see are more outgoing, who are more social types. Think Enneagram types 2s and 7s. All right? Step number 1, recognize or spotlight a strength. I can't believe how effortless it looks for you when you speak. And step number 2, clearly lay out something that would be enticing for them. The number 1 closers in our organization, they all have a really tight close that makes that logical transition from the opener through the arc to the call to action. All of them have that part word for word scripted and nailed. I think that if you put that same attention on your closing, which would tie it into the opening and through the arc all the way to the call to action at the end, clearly stating what their benefit is, I think you would not only be one of the top closers, you have the potential to be the top closer, legendary closer in this organization. And you'll probably have noticed that all three of those strategies incorporated one basic component. When we want to give some criticism or feedback, you want to compliment people, criticize things, tell you you're fantastic. The speech, however, here's how it could be improved. You can't be improved because you're perfect. And I'll know that I'm doing it right when I'm finished if I get a thank you. Do that, keeping those principles in mind and using those strategies. You will be thanked when you deliver criticism, and people will be knocked out. And remember, when you need this the most, you're going to be most likely to forget it and not find the right words, unless you train this into your nervous system the right way. You can do that by downloading the free playbook that goes along with this lesson. It's the very first link in the description. If you download that now, you will be all set.